Hey guys, Louis V here, and I am giving you a first look at the new Discogs app. Yes, finally, after all these years, the new app on iOS and Android is coming soon. In fact, by the time you see this, it might be another day or two until it's available on the Apple Store, and then in a couple more weeks, it'll be available on Android. Now, my understanding is the app is exactly the same no matter what version you use. So they're identical. There's no feature gaps, if you will. And what I'm doing is recording my phone. So let's dive in and talk about some of the great things that I love about the new app. Okay, as you open up the app, you're faced with this new Explore tab. And this Explore tab is a great way to see what's going on in the vinyl community. And it starts out with this week's top selling vinyl records. So, this is what people are buying the most from Discogs. This is what's basically trending or hot on Discogs. And you can scroll through the records to learn more or to see more options. And then when you see one that you like, all you have to do is click on it and you'll go exactly to that pressing of that record. Now, when you do that, you'll notice that even the record page has been completely redesigned and optimized for a mobile experience, which is wonderful. It's kind of about time, but I'm really excited about this. I love the new album interface. You're able to easily go through and take a look at the record labels and the images that have been uploaded for the record. You have all of the information available about the album in one quick snapshot, including the notes. If you want to learn more about the artist, you can click on the artist link and it will take you right to the artist page so you can view their discography. You can learn more information about the members. I mean, this is a really great way to get a quick overview of the album and the band all in one place, all in a very seamless and easy to use interface. Obviously, more details get you a little bit more details about the notes. And then we have the pricing strategy where then you can shop for the version, add it to your want list, collection, or sell a copy. You also have the track listing. This is now broken down into tabs. So you have all of your track listing information, and then credits are in a separate tab. And this is all put into categories now, easy to find out who belonged what and played what roles. As we continue to scroll down, you'll notice that now we have the reviews, very easy to see how many stars, overall ratings. You can dive deeper into any of these reviews, read all of the reviews for that particular album. You can see the latest items for sale, and then you can watch videos, see what lists that these are on. So if you like this particular album, maybe you find somebody's list that has a bunch of similar music on it, right? What a great way to discover new music. And if that's not good enough, check out the recommendations. This is supposed to give you albums that are very similar to the one that you're previewing, all within your fingertips, guys. And this I really like. I like the list feature and I like the recommendations being so easily accessible because it's one of the things I love about streaming is the ability to discover new music. And now Discogs has built that in. So while I'm listening to a record, if I'm really in a groove to follow it up with something else, or I'm inspired to buy something that's similar, I can go now and easily look at other people's lists in the community and I can easily go and look at recommendations. This to me enhances the user experience and enhances the listening experience of the record itself. So really, really dig this feature. Okay, going back now to the main web page here. The next item down on the Explore page is what the week's most valuable vinyl records that are. These are the most expensive records sold this week. This is just for me a lot of fun. So for instance, we can click on this Rolling Stones album and notice that one of the latest sales was $2,000. And if we want to learn more about that transaction, we could see the reason why. It was an autograph by the band. So very cool record. And I'm sure some collectors really, really happy. Some girls for $2,000. First time I ever seen that, but I guess if you're a mega fan, an autograph copy is worth it to you. So this is a great way to kind of view in what is the most expensive, and then you can see what's being collected. Now, the difference between best-selling records and the collected records is quite frankly, the collected is what people are adding to their collection. So these are records not necessarily bought from Discogs. These are records that are bought from regular record stores, online, big box stores, wherever people buy their records. So this is an easy way to see what's trending in the community and what people are actually out there buying. And then the last part of this is the latest Dix articles. These are basically news articles from Discogs that you can explore. It's a great way to discover new music to cover a lot of cool topics. I think one thing that's missing from the Explore tab that I would love to see them add in the future is the ability to see what's new on my want list. What are new uploads that are now available or new postings that are now available for my want list? I think that'll be really good because to me, this whole Explore tab is really to get you to buy, right? I mean, it's to get you turned on to spend money for records. And I think what a great way to do that than to show me what's the latest on my want list. And if I could filter that to say, show me only VG plus copies, show me only copies in my country, that would be really, really cool. Maybe that's a feature that will come, but I would love to see some of those want lister features built into the app. Okay, moving on, we go into collection. The collection tab has been completely redesigned as well. And one thing I hope that you notice there is that transition. Look how fast that loads, right? No more really long loading times or waiting for the bar to go across. Everything feels almost instantaneous, which is one of the greatest things about this app update is that it's super smooth. I love that. I really, really love that about this. So this is a great way to look at your collection, and if you don't like the date added, which is the default option, you can click on that and change it. And you have ascending, descending, but you can also then sort by artist, year of the actual album itself, the title, the label, the format, rating, and a bunch of other different information. You can also filter based on what kind of media, if you want vinyl, if you want a box set, CD, DVD, artist, year, etc. So there's a lot of different options here that you can choose from, depending on your taste and what you're looking to, how you're looking to organize your collection, review your collection. I think this is really cool. Now, the value of your collection is now hidden by default. You can get there by scrolling up on your collection. So if you scroll up to the top, it'll show you your value range. I like that being hidden because I think sometimes when you're sharing those numbers so openly, I don't know, man. People are weird these days, and I like the fact that I have to kind of manually view that if I want to know. Otherwise, it's just kind of hidden from anybody who might be looking on my phone or looking through my collection. So, thank you for making a little bit more kind of like security in the workflow. Really enjoy that. In the want list, these are obviously the records that you are looking to purchase. You have, again, a lot of different sorting options. So we can look at the latest ones that have been added, for example. And then, of course, these are your different pressings, which shows you the lowest price. Now, one thing I would love to see here is the ability to filter based on condition or be able to filter out things under a certain condition. Personally, I don't buy any record unless it's VG plus or greater. So I'm not interested in a poor or fair or good copy. That's not the pricing that I want to see. I want to see the pricing that on records that I would actually buy. Because still for me, this is a manual process, right? I have to go into the record and I have to figure out how much it actually costs or look at all the listings, right? So I think that has a room for improvement, but the new interface does sort all of that out pretty well. And then once you're into all of those different versions, you can go and filter based on condition. I just wish there was a way to have that as the default across my account. Just don't show me records that I'm not interested in purchasing, right? Or the conditions at least. And now now from here, I have at least a good view on what's available in my country or at my price point. And then lastly, you have your profile tab. So this will show you your public profile. You can see your purchases, if you have any offers, what your latest friends are posting, your list. I don't have any lists. I never saw the benefit of lists until now. So I might come up with some lists. I've done a lot of top 10 albums. Maybe I'll start creating my top 10 list. Maybe this is an opportunity to make those lists a little bit longer. I don't really know, but I like the idea of being able to take advantage of that. Okay, guys, that's it. That is the quick overview of the Discogs app, something that's going to be available on the Apple Store relatively soon, and the Android app to follow shortly after. My big takeaways is this. One, the speed of the app it's so improved, which is going to help out a lot. I use this app daily. I use it when I record shop. I use it at home. I use it every single day. And the fact now that it's quick, it's nimble, it's responsive, I don't have to wait all these long times because I have 3,000 some records in my Discogs right now. Still adding them takes time, but I have 3,000 plus records in my Discogs right now, and it just takes time to load. I can't imagine folks that have these really large 5,000, 10,000 album collections. I mean, if mine lagged at 3,000 some entered, I don't know how it would be with those really massive, massive collections. So I'm excited about that. I love the new design. I think it's very appealing. I think that it's very smooth and slick. It's easy to operate. There's a lot of information at your fingertips. But I also think there's some things to improve. I would love to see the want lister features built into this app, kind of like the email that you get if you sign up for want lister of the records based on your filters. I would love to see that on the home screen, right? I know it's probably a little bit difficult because there's so many unique algorithms being plugged in, but I think that would be a really cool thing to have or a feature to have. I would love to also see an easy access to runouts. One thing I noticed when you do go to the album is that the runouts don't seem to be right there on the top. I would love to see that information right at the top because when I'm shopping for records, that's what I need to know the most, right? I want to confirm the runouts. I love the notes on the album. I love being able to easily get the history and the discography and dive deeper into recommendations. But guys, I need the runouts. That's how I use this app. So I love to see that implemented. And then there was just a couple little bugs because it is a beta app. It's not GA, but I do know the team is looking at all the feedback, and I can't wait for the new version to come out. So guys, you tell me, what's your thoughts on this first look? Does it look like it's big improvements? Are you excited for the new app? What are some new features you would love to see in a Discogs app? Drop them in the comments below. And while you do that, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.